Hello everyone and welcome back to another Star Wars figure review. Next up for you today we're going to be taking a look at some Clone Wars figures. These are from Wave 1 of the new 2010 line that have just been released in the new blue and black Shadow of the Dark Side packaging. The first figure I'm going to show you is the Mandalorian police officer, which is a very nice figure. Quite interesting that Hasbro decided to make this one, considering they've said in the past that they won't be making figures of characters that don't have much screen time, and to be honest we only see these guys on screen for a few seconds during season 2 of the Clone Wars, but nonetheless still a cool choice for a figure, and a very cool one at that. So I will just quickly give you a look at the packaging. This is the new Shadow of the Dark Side packaging, obviously as I said with the blue and black colour scheme, which is very nice. The only thing I don't really like about it is obviously these new Clone Wars figures do feature the Galactic Battle game, so you've got an area of the packaging where the card, the display stand and the die are packaged, and that's this bit here, which has obviously got an orange border, which I think really looks out of place on this packaging. I think that should have been grey or black or blue or something that just made it flow better with the rest of the packaging, but I digress. Got a very cool image of the police officer in the top of the card, and on the back you've got this same image taken from the still during the Mandalore plot, and then you've got the image of the figure itself there as well. These figures, or these characters, are going to be making a return in Season 3, so it'll be cool to see them in action. I'll quickly read from the description. Mandalorian officers maintain order on Mandalore. Because this planet of warriors has become a world of peace, the guards are seldom needed for more than minor issues. But the Death Watch group has begun committing acts of violence, so the officers are prepared with riot shields and weapons in case all peaceful solutions fail. And then obviously you've got the rest of the wave pictured along the bottom, as well as a rundown of the Galactic Battle game. So that's the packaging. Like with all of these new figures, the Mandalorian police officer does come with a battle game card. I'll just show you that now if I can find it. There it is. And it also comes with the display stand, which the card can be slotted into, like that, which is very cool. And it also comes with the dice as well. So that's the packaging and the battle game card onto the figure. Very nice one. I really love the look of this guy. As you can see, his armour has been heavily influenced by medieval knights, so he's got like that that medieval visor and the big shield and all that kind of stuff. Nice grey colour to his armour. Got two minor complaints about this figure, the first of which being that the visor does indeed move, but once you've got it down over his face it is quite loose and it tends to flop about, and that can be quite irritating if you want to have this figure displayed with the visor down, but I tend to have it up so you can see the face like that. He's got a very cool head sculpt, and the armour does look very nice as well. The other complaint that I have is the fact that the legs are very skinny and they're made of a soft plastic, so they are quite flimsy, and there's no articulation in them either, so it makes him very difficult to stand on his own. Unless you've got the display stand with this guy, then he just falls over, which is a little bit unfortunate, but nonetheless this guy's still very cool. Overall articulation, he has a ball jointed neck, ball hinged shoulders and elbows, swivel wrists, swivel waist and swivel hips. As I said, no articulation in the knees or ankles. Weapon wise, he comes with a police baton, as you can see, and he also has a rocket launcher which doubles as a shield. The rocket launcher can be removed from the shield, but it's quite tricky to get it in and out, so I'll just show you as it is. It's an entirely new sculpt rocket launcher, and it's a very cool one, and there's a button on the top just there that you press and the missile will fire out like so. So very cool. Really like the design of the shield, looks very cool indeed. and overall I'm very pleased with this guy. Really glad to have added him to my collection. I'm actually contemplating getting a couple of these guys to flank either Obi-Wan or Pre-Vizsla in some sort of display on my Clone Wars shelf. So we'll see how that goes. As you can see, I've put him on his display stand there as well. So a very cool figure, I highly recommend it. If you're a fan of super articulation, then I'd probably give this guy a miss. But you know, for general Clone Wars fans and people who collect this line, couldn't recommend him enough because he's a very, very cool looking figure. Give you one more close up of the facial sculpt, which is, as I said, very nice. I hope you've enjoyed having a look at him. That's the Mandalorian police officer. I'll be back with some more Clone Wars figure reviews next, so stay tuned for those. Until next time, keep collecting, and may the Force be with you.